Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I am Dee,
Hey, hey, I am
and
Leash.
this is Allow It.
Allow
Thank you,
it.
everybody, for tuning in, for listening, for viewing, and everything in between.
Yeah.
How's-
We made it
We
to
did.
Dion's birthday.
We did. I'm alive and well, everybody.
Yes.
And I managed to celebrate the birthday.
Exactly. She made it. She's here. Since she thinks I tried to kill her off last
Exactly.
week, but I did not.
As you can tell, well, for the people that are viewing, we've both got sunglasses, so you can tell it was
Oh,
one hell of a birthday.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. If we're sounding a bit somber this week, please forgive us.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
a beautiful, beautiful day.
It was like you turned 21.
It's like I turned 21. That's so true. I know it was such a nice day. It was actually one of the best birthdays I've had in a couple of years.
Oh,
Actually,
wow.
yeah. No, it was really good. I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Good stuff.
Yes, to more life, to more life, to
More
many more
life,
years to
exactly.
come. We thank God for another year and many
Yes.
more years to come.
Amen.
How did you find it?
Good. I mean, God finally brought the sun out.
It was
So
beautiful just for that one day.
just for
Yeah,
that one
just
day.
for that one day.
Because as we ended the day, the rain.
Of course, it's
Yeah,
that it
yeah,
started
yeah.
pouring down with rain when we were at our last
To
stop.
wash away all the alcohol.
Yeah, and yes, I said yes, I said last stop. We had several
Oh
stops.
my gosh. Wow. Yeah, it was a day.
Yeah, it was a
was a
beautiful
day.
day. It was a beautiful day. Thank you to everyone who said happy birthday to me last week and this week. But yeah, it was really dope. Really, really dope. So I was thinking actually earlier. Was it earlier or maybe it was the other day? And I was thinking because I'm big on birthdays. You're kind of big on birthdays too, right?
I
Kinda?
like my birthday. I just, you know what my thing is?
Mm.
Normally I have this thing. I prefer to celebrate my birthday outside from where I'm living. Like I would like to
To do it
travel.
outside of the
Yeah,
country.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. That definitely makes sense. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone would want. Has it been the same even when you were in Germany, even when you were in the States? You would
Yeah, most
make
of the time.
sure.
Okay, states wise, yeah, I think so. I think I was more of a partier then. So yeah, so I would throw the party. We would all get together. We would go to the club. We would do
Mm-hmm.
the dinner. Yeah, most of the time.
It's weird
Shout out
that
to Charlene. Like, yeah, she was that friend that would throw me, that would do the
doing
party, do
party
all
and
of
things.
that. Yeah, 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 yeah. So,
I was now thinking of like my worst birthday experiences, right? Like
mm,
over the years. And now that I think of it, the ones that I thought I had the best time, I
mm,
actually now, as at this age, I
yeah,
think I had like the worst time.
the worst
So
time.
what you're saying with you're having a great time in the moment, but if you think about it, it was just also, I don't know, like surface level, if that makes sense.
Mm,
So let's say if you'd planned the dinner and then you go straight to the club afterwards.
yeah,
So it was like an episode of clubbing for 3 or 4 days in
yeah.
a row, and then you would call it maybe the best birthday. I had the best
I
time.
had the best time.
But then of course you were super tired, or you were obviously hungover the whole entire time, or there was people there that you don't even like.
That's true. I mean, like then you have I guess at that time, then you possibly have the energy for it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's very true. What did you do for your COVID birthday?
My COVID birthday. What did I do?
Now that I think of it, I can't remember actually what I did for my COVID
Oh, my
birthday.
COVID birthday. I had a lot of cake.
Oh, yes.
My baby daddy bought lots of cake.
He did
cakes.
buy loads of cakes. He had cakes galore.
Yeah, cakes,
Flowers.
cupcakes,
Yeah.
flowers. At that time he had a Audi convertible and the weather was really nice, so he took me for a ride.
Oh, nice. So you enjoy the hour of freedom. You
The
know, the
hour
of
of free,
freedom that we
exactly.
had,
That's what
you
it
had
was.
one
Yeah,
day
we
and
did a
half.
drive around.
I don't think you were even
air
in my
was
bubble,
great.
actually. You weren't because you're too far.
I'm too far. Yeah,
exactly.
We drove around. The weather was great for my
Nice.
little hour of freedom. And then, then I was at home.
He loved his
I
that
drank.
bloody car, didn't he?
He did.
He did.
And then, what did we? I think I can't even remember. I feel like maybe we ordered Hakkasan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely it was a cool birthday. It was a
it?
chill birthday.
Ah.
I enjoyed my post-COVID birthday.
What did we do for
where
that one?
where you could only do al fresco. I think we went to like 3
Oh
restaurants.
my goodness, yes.
Yeah,
it was
that
amazing.
was a good birthday, and maybe too because then we were free.
Yes,
So
exactly.
just
we
like,
were
wow,
very much
freedom.
free.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were very much free, and we were working from home, so everything was like working
Yeah.
out as it should,
Yeah.
type of thing. There was a thread on Twitter about how what was your worst birthday experience, or something to do with, like, there was this girl who dated I believe like a narcissist type of person. Oh, no, sorry, my mistake. Narcissist friend. So apparently whenever she like organized a birthday thing for herself, that friend who was a narcissist, what she'll do is not only just make her that like the whole day obviously about her, because it is about her, technically it's her birthday, let her enjoy it, but if you were to either turn up late or bring the wrong gift or make an excuse for not being able to come or something along those lines, it was either you were like guilt tripped for like years to come. Remember what you did on my birthday, remember what you did on my birthday. And then when it came to your actual birthday, apparently that type of friend, but I guess it's a toxic friend really, if you can think of it,
a frenemy.
a frenemy, exactly. That type of friend would then do everything in their power to make sure that it's not about you.
It's about them.
It's about
or wouldn't
them.
go out their way.
Exactly.
For...
It wouldn't go out their way at all. Who'd be like, what's the big deal? It's just a birthday. I don't know why you keep on hyping it up. Da, da, da. You know, all of that behavior. Or that one friend that ends up like turning up to, let's say, your birthday dressed like she's going to her own wedding. Meanwhile, it's your birthday. And by the way, what are your thoughts on that? Because I don't really care. If I had an event, or a birthday, or a wedding, or anything, okay, and if someone came and they were dressed to the T, like people would be stopping them, type showstopper type of outfit, but it's your day, how do you feel? How do you think you would feel?
I wouldn't. I'm not that fussed. I don't care.
I don't really care.
I wouldn't care.
I would actually be hyping them up.
Yeah, you need to look at. It's funny that you say that, because last year when I went to Yannick's birthday, I obviously had a dress on, and he had like his kind of tux situation
exactly.
on.
It looked like you were marrying him, by the way.
Exactly. He was like, I remember him seeing me. He's like, bitch, whose wedding is it? And I was like, you told me Met Gala that I need to bring it. Yes. He was like, no, of course, you look fabulous. But it was funny because everybody, like all of his friends, everyone came dressed to the nines.
They looked
like
amazing.
Everybody looked amazing.
Yeah, everyone looked amazing.
And I feel like
they were showstoppers.
That's what you want. I mean, are you gonna be upset that why do all of these people look good at my wedding?
I honestly, I don't get that. Even with the whole birthday thing, to say, okay, someone shouldn't look better than me at my birthday party, and I'm just like, it doesn't matter. And you're friends with that person. Most likely for that one reason that you were like, oh my goodness, bitch, you ate because you keep on dressing like this. You look so good, blah, blah, blah. You keep the company you want to keep in your tribe, right? So that you kind of all are on the same level or above each other, to encourage each other, to inspire each other. So what is the issue?
I mean, then there are those friends that, I mean, they have a group of friends, but because already they have low self-esteem, they want their friends to be
insecure and low,
below them,
or what they would
or
consider
what they think
is below them,
under them. Because for me, if somebody is dressed better than me on my birthday, it doesn't take away from the fact that it's my
your
birthday. It's still my birthday. Me, all the time, I'm like, when I know I have somewhere to be, I will put my outfit together, and I would say 9 times out of 10,
you're changing it.
I hate it. But I'm like, it's not going to stop me from enjoying my time. It's not like, oh my gosh, I look so terrible. All my friends look great. And I've ruined my day.
It's weird to me. It's weird to me. It's even the same when people say that it's my day, so you can't propose on my day, or it's my day, so no one can do anything that's unforgettable on my day, because people are not going to remember it as my day. They're going to remember it as the day that Leash got engaged.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't care either way.
I
Like,
mean,
life
maybe
is
when I
too
was,
short.
yeah, maybe when I was younger, probably, I don't know. But I think as you get older, you thanking God for each birthday.
Thank you. So if
You're just
someone wants
like,
to show up
yeah,
and show out,
exactly.
let
Show
them
up
do
and
it.
show out.
Yeah, let them definitely do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dynamics of birthdays have changed obviously over the years. Mine used to be a whole entire month of activities, and then it whittled down to maybe about 2 weeks of activities, and now it's kind of whittled down to maybe a week's of activities, which I think a week or a few days is all we can really manage.
Yeah, seriously.
We can't do any more of that.
Seriously.
Of it, not just logistically, of course, we've got kids and all of that stuff, so we have to work all around that. So yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, if you've ever either had, let's say, the worst birthday experience, or if you think that there's people who are showing out on your birthday and you're the main character.
Yeah.
Main
and
character.
And is it a deal breaker? Like,
Is it a deal breaker?
If your
Yeah.
friends or your significant other don't show out for your birthday?
Yeah, that's interesting because I used to think it's a deal breaker.
Mm.
Okay, now that you've asked
Yeah.
that question, I'm gonna answer it.
Go ahead.
I used to think it's a deal breaker. I used to really focus on what other people were doing for me on that day, instead of actually, as I get older, I now realize, and as everyone most probably knows anyway, as you get older, you know that your happiness comes directly from you. It doesn't come from anyone else. So even if someone was to buy you 10 Birkins and gives you the Birkins and you're happy within that moment, if you walk away and you're still a sad person, you're still sad.
Yeah.
Whether you got the 10 Birkins or not.
Yeah.
Your happiness truly lies within you. If you want flowers for your birthday, buy yourself flowers. If you want a new bag for your birthday, buy yourself a new bag. If you want a spa experience, if you want to travel like Alicia, book the trip, go to the spa, do the things that bring you joy, but make sure not to actually, in a way, burden other people with your happiness or burden other people with your version of why they should make you happy on that day or any other day, in fact.
Yeah.
I think, you have to let go of that notion of saying, okay, this person, let's say my partner, has to do X, Y, Z in order for me to have the best day, and if they don't do that, I'm gonna
That
be
is ruined.
weeping.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh, actually, this is the first birthday that I didn't cry, and I cry, by the way, not in a bad way. I cry in a very good way. I cry. I'm quite an emotional person, so I cry with happiness in a way, to say, yes, I've made it another year, because I normally reflect, and the reflection then brings me to tears, because I've obviously progressed and I'm in a much better place compared to whatever year it may be, or I've even doubled or tripled or whatever it may be. So of course this year I have my twins with me. I didn't have them last year or the year before that. So obviously that
last year.
I had them last year, as in at the stage they're at
Oh,
now.
okay. I was like, girl. I said
Like
they were
last
here.
year, they were definitely here, but last year I couldn't do anything at all.
Yeah,
Because they were still newborns. But at the stage that I'm at now, like, I was grateful the fact that, they're more independent. I'm more independent, so I can let them go and kind of have a day to myself. So for all the emotional birthday peoples there, I feel you, I hear you. But this year I didn't cry at all, actually. Didn't shed a single tear, which is very rare.
Wow.
This is like very,
Wowzers.
very, very, very rare. Otherwise, I'd have called you guys late.
It's my birthday.
Yeah. Is it a deal breaker for you?
No.
No, yeah.
No, it's not. It's weird because birthdays are, like I said, I like my birthday. I like to celebrate my birthday. I like gifts.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't?
Yeah, I love gifts. It is my love language. However, it's not a deal breaker because I like you said, I want to enjoy life all year round. I like to treat if my bank account will tell you that every day is my birthday.
It will tell you treating yourself
me that every day is my birthday. So it's okay. Like if like this year I wasn't motivated to do anything for my birthday,
and that was okay.
Yeah, and that was okay. It's not every year. Like I said, sometimes it's it's taking time to reflect on certain things. It's taking time to, you know, reflect on the year that's just passed, and God willing, making the plans for the year
ahead,
right? And, you know, you go from there. And for me, I would say when it comes to your partner, if I'm surprised with something, I'm truly surprised and I'm grateful. If not, it's fine.
It is what it is.
We move.
Yeah. It is what it is.
We
like
move.
I say, girl, buy yourself those flowers.
Exactly.
Buy yourself that ring if you want it. Get you a custom ring and post it and say, gifty gift.
Happy birthday to
me.
Yeah.
So please don't rely on anyone else for your happiness. That really should lie within. Yeah, always.
The best birthday present is peace.
Is peace. You know what's funny? There's my colleague at work, and she's got a stack of cards. You know those cards that you say you just pick one every day to give you sort of like affirmations and stuff like that. For the whole week I was in the office last week, I kept on. If I tell you, I picked the same card 3 times.
Wow, really?
And it said, and the card said, the best gift is life. 3 times.
Wow.
And we would shuffle, like she'll shuffle them, because the third day I was like, there's no way I can pick the same card. And genuinely, the 3 times I was in the office, it was exactly the same card. The best gift is life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it was a true testament to what my week should have been. And everything was really last minute anyway that we planned. We planned it all in one day.
It was very
last minute. Yeah.
So for last minute,
we did quite good.
Yeah.
You've got an allow it for us this week?
I do. I have an allow it with the advice.
Allow it with the advice.
Okay. So I guess this is a good question for us because we are mothers, and definitely, I think this is definitely. I am one now too, but you know, you have 3 boys. So
yes,
you can definitely relate to this.
Then boy mom dramas.
So this woman, she is a stay-at-home mom. She has 2 boys. One is 2, the other is 1. Both of them are obviously, as you know, very affectionate. They love to cuddle and hug, and you know, sleeping wise, they will not sleep without their mom. They want to sleep with her, and she's at the point where she says she needs space for herself. She can't do it anymore. She co-sleeps obviously with them because she has no choice. And her husband works a lot. He's out of town most of the time for work. And she said her kids just seem to get more clingy. And even when the husband is around, they don't want to. They prefer to be with mommy. So she's like, she needs advice because, you know, she obviously loves her kids, but she's kind of getting to a point of resentment because she just seems like she has not had any space for herself or just to be her. Like, no matter what, her boys are on her. So if we have any advice for her, can we please let her know?
Jeez, I don't know if I can advise you, to be honest, on that note, because I'm a person who is like, I need my space too. But somehow I transitioned when I had my boys, because like she said, boys are extremely affectionate. Well, mine are. Clearly hers are too. So I'm speaking in this fact. Some other boys might not be.
Mine is as well too.
Yeah, super, super affectionate. And they do want the cuddles, the huddles and everything and everything above. But I have accepted that in a way. So instead of, I've noticed actually that when I accepted the fact that especially my first son was super affectionate, and when I did give him that time, he actually respected my time more. So instead of me being resentful about the fact that I didn't have any space of my own, or I had to share it and all of that stuff, instead of me being resentful, within my acceptance, he also then accepted the fact that I needed space too, because I was giving him enough to tie him over for when I needed space.
Yeah.
it's like it was like a motherly son unspoken of agreement. Yeah. So whenever he then came over to me and say, "Oh, mommy, what you doing?" and I would be, let's say, in the room or in the living room or whatever it may be, and I would say, "Oh, actually, I'm just reading a book and I kind of need my space right now." Communication is also very key, because you should be able to communicate that we're all human.
Yeah.
It's not every single time that you must be suffocated by another human. Every 2 minutes.
Exactly, I hear that.
Exactly. It's either he'll say, "Okay, then cool, I'll come back later," or he'll be like, "Okay, how about you stay on your bed and then I stay on the chair in the room or whatever." So I still got space, but we're just in the same room and not necessarily huddled together.
Yeah.
So I'm not so sure how it's gonna work with the other two, because you have
twins.
Are mommy obsessed to a point where I don't think I was ready for this, because I genuinely thought that they were going to be able to just transition into playing together and then playing with their brother and kind of leaving me out of it.
And they get jealous of one another.
They get jealous of
right?
one another.
Yeah.
So if I'm holding one, the other one is going to come and cry and say, "Can you hold me too?" And of which I can't do. So now I'm getting to a point where I'm like, okay, I need to really like break even here. So I kind of doing the same thing with Camille, being an affectionate and like giving them that loving, tender care to an extent, to make sure, of course, they know that they're loved and they know that I'm there for them. But I'm also trying to make very clear boundaries. And I know it sounds crazy, because there's going to be some women who are going to be like, "Love your child. You're not going to be here forever," and this, that, and that. I know, but I'm also human. There's times where not just I need space, but there's times where I need to cook. I need to clean. I need to do laundry. And they need to realize that I'm actually doing something. When I'm done, I'll come back and, we can do our thing, and I'll sit on the sofa or whatever, and you guys can come over and wrestle me if you want to. But I'm trying to set like small boundaries in little chunks. So like picking one of them up and saying, "Okay, mommy's gonna go and do this," and I'll put him down, and then I'll go to the other one and I'll pick him up subconsciously again as well, because he's seen his brother getting the same affection. So I'll go and do that with the other brother, and then I'll get on with what I need to get on. They will still follow me to where I'm going, but they can actually see me physically doing something or going somewhere. So they realize, okay, what she's saying, she's gonna go and do it. So let's just leave her to it. Yeah. So then they leave me to it, and then they kind of go. Unless, of course, they're starving, hungry. They just roam around you until you finish cooking. They're not going to wait. But yeah, just little things like that. Or if I say, okay, I'm going to go and sit on my bed, and mommy's sitting on the bed doing the laundry. You guys can stay here, but you can just do your thing here. So I speak to them a lot. They don't even talk at the moment. Obviously, they can't tell me, but I'm trying to make sure that I speak to them a lot, so that there's an open communication going on there. Yeah. And now Camille has now gotten to the point where he needs space from me. Of course. And he communicates that, which is, I'm like, big up to him, because I'm like, and he needs space from the rest of the family too. So he'll just come, and then he'll be like, "Okay, I'm going to my room and I'm going to shut the door. I just need some space." And then he'll go and he'll just do his thing for about an hour or so. I will check on him maybe once or twice just to find out if he's cool. I don't think my other half, though, has got kind of the same understanding, because he's just like, "You're 6. What space do you need? Come here. Come here and get me the remote.
Get over here now."
So he kind of doesn't get it, and he's also keeps on saying, "My goodness, like, he is really your child," because that's what you do. You need your own thing. So yeah. So how do you navigate being suffocated? Because that was new to you.
That was very new to me. That was very new to me. And yeah, I love my kids, but I'm not an affectionate person. So I do struggle a lot. But luckily for me, my son just as equally likes to be around his dad. He's very much he's a boy's boy. Like, he likes to be around the guys.
Mm-hmm.
So if he if he feels my energy is off, he wouldn't even come to me. He'll go to his dad. So yeah. I would crack up because sometimes I feel like one time what happened, his dad did something, and something like fell on Liam or something by accident, and then obviously Liam's crying, and I'm like trying to grab Liam to
console him.
He doesn't even want to go to me. He wants to go to his dad. I was like, so you want to go to the guy that harmed you? The guy that put you in harm's way. You don't want to come to me. I was like, okay.
I get it.
Fine. But his dad is very affectionate.
Very
so maybe
affectionate.
that's why
Yeah.
for him that's like a comfort zone for
Mm-hmm.
him. Layla as well, she's definitely
She's
the opposite of me. She's very affectionate. She wants to be held. She wants cuddles. She will just come out of nowhere and try to put her big old self on my lap. And I'm like, you know, I try to meet her halfway sometimes, depending on my vibes and how I'm feeling. But, you know, I love my kids no less. So I feel like it's completely normal to feel the way that you're feeling, especially as a stay-at-home mom. Because I'm not gonna lie, for me during maternity leave, big ups to you women, because I was just like, I can't.
You're going nuts.
I need to go to work. I could never be a stay-at-home mom. So a lot of those people that think like, oh, okay, she's a stay-at-home mom, she shouldn't be complaining and none of that. Like, you are with your children 24/7, and on top of that, you're doing all the housework. You know, there's no lunch break.
There's no lunch break. There's no clocking out.
Yeah,
there's no nothing. It's a 24-hour thing. Exactly.
Every day, all day. And it's a lot of work. And I could also understand how it could be mentally taxing on a lot of women. So, yeah, don't feel bad. I would say, you know, speak to your partner. See one of the days where he's off work. If he could stay with the kids all day and you take yourself to a spa day or something,
live your life,
take
girl.
a day for yourself. And, you know.
I was about to say, maybe when actually, because the thing is that she's most probably trying to get space at home. He's
true.
there and she's still at home. So they just see her. They're like, okay,
yeah,
well,
exactly. So she
I'm
would
not
probably
giving you
have
space.
to, yeah.
You're going to have to exit the premises.
You're going to have to exit,
girl, and let him stay.
Yeah.
And also, like I said, have a happy balance. Communicate with your children, regardless of how young they are. Communicate with them about things like space and boundaries and it's great that they want to love on you and all of that stuff. Enjoy that time as well. You know, don't be resentful of it, because it won't last forever.
It definitely won't.
Don't be resentful.
They grow up really quickly.
And the more you focus, I've noticed, the more you focus on something negative that comes with either your children or your partnerships, the more it kind of keeps on grinding on you.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you find a healthy medium, or if there's some sense of acceptance in some kind of way, it really brings you peace of mind, because once you accept something, you let go of it.
That's very true.
You let go of it.
I think maybe it's probably also hard for her, because she did mention that sometimes her husband's away for work. So
of course.
Then there's nobody else.
There's nobody
but her.
Yeah.
So
also daycare, childminder, nursery.
Yeah. Or I don't know if you've tapped in more to your mommy circle or whatever. Do something.
Do it. If you try, you know, get the help. Here in the UK, there's the 15 hours for free. There's the 30 hours for free, depending on their ages. Make use of that, because you just need time. Yeah, everybody needs
that little time to do what you need to do. Exactly. Get a coffee, get your nails done, or whatever. You know, run your little errands. Girl. Yeah, whatever you can do.
Exactly. Take your time to be that girl.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh gosh, this whole motherhood thing. Man, it's a day-to-day thing, man.
It is a day-to-day, man.
Every day is different.
It is. It's so funny because somebody I work with is pregnant, and it was like, you know, people don't tell you about all the things that you go through pregnancy. All you see is like, oh, she's so cute. She's beautiful. Look at her little belly.
Her skin is, you're so glowing.
You're glowing. You look...
Even people at work, where there's one girl that I think is pregnant or is going through IVF process or something along those lines. People are just talking about pregnancy and children at the lunch table in general, and someone asked me my experience, and now I'm at a point where I can easily say it, like I can just talk about it. So I blurted it out in about 5 minutes, and they said, "What?" we had no clue that's what you were going through. Like the 2 to 3 appointments a week, the multiple hospital visits, the in and outs, the high risk pregnancies, the medical facts about my pregnancy and why it was so rare and this, that, and the other. And they were like, "Why did you never mention this?" Yeah, it's like, because of course that's not anyone's priority.
Exactly.
People's priority are like, you're looking good while you're pregnant, you look like you're somewhat healthy, and that's all that matters. You're glowing. And oh my God, you're having twins, so, and I was like,
I guess also
hard
is it the African in you not to be telling anybody that you are pregnant?
Oh no, by then they'd found out I'm pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah, by then I couldn't hide it.
Or your due date.
Oh, my due date? We didn't know really, did we?
That is true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
So this is the first time where I could sort of plan, but I couldn't really plan. I kind of knew what week it was going to be.
Yeah,
but we didn't really know the actual... It could have been every day that I went into the hospital. Yeah. Remember?
I was cracking up because normally I'm that girl. If I see somebody that's pregnant, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, God bless. Congratulations. When are you due?" And the woman that helped me when I was buying your birthday gift, she was definitely heavily pregnant. And I was like, "Oh, they're really making you get your steps in here, right?" And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I'm tired, but I'm pushing through."
Oh, bless
and I was like, normally I would ask, like,
okay,
"Oh, yeah, when are you?" But then
but
I was like, "Oh, let me
let
me mind my business.
Let me
God
mind
bless.
my business. All it is God bless and keep
Exactly.
you pushing. Hope you have a safe delivery. Yeah,
Exactly.
And bouncing baby.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that info, now that we are mothers, now we know not to ask certain things or say certain things to other pregnant women, because you just never know what they're going through. Or what they're not going through. So just to close it up.
Exactly.
Stay out of people's wombs.
Just mind your
business. Stay out of people's wombs. Yeah. I was did you see the images of the girls back to fashion? Because of course I love your headscarf and your outfit that you've put together.
Oh, thank you.
Exactly.
This is very much so like
last minute.
My hair ain't done. I don't know where I think I'm going tonight because wow.
We are out and about again tonight. Oh God, help us. Give us the strength to continue and pursue happiness. Continue and pursue happiness. So talking about fashion, I was watching the girls that went to the SPs. So that's the sports fashion event. And recently Serena Williams, who unfortunately used to be on the worst dressed list all the time.
Serena.
Oh my goodness. Has now been killing it.
Yes.
Yeah. And by killing it, it's in a good way.
Yes.
So she looks amazing. I think she had 3 looks at the SPs. And then she also had another look where she launched her skincare line.
Oh, did she drop
I think it's a skin, or she's ambassador for a skincare line, because I saw just like bottles of serum and stuff like that. So she's changed. She hasn't changed her stylist.
She hasn't?
No.
What? But she has a new makeup artist, right?
So she's changed her glam team.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is that somehow maybe her glam team has influenced her stylist.
I can't believe she hasn't changed her stylist. No way.
She hasn't changed her stylist. It's the same girl.
So what, she just woke up and decided to do her job properly?
This is what I'm saying. Do you think that maybe her glam team the new glam team has influenced the old stylist to up her game? Or do you think maybe the stylist wasn't given enough creative freedom by Serena?
Probably. But
so it was a case of Serena telling her, actually, I don't want this. I want to wear this. You are my stylist. All you have to do is source it. And that's it. You don't have to force me to wear something I don't want to wear. So maybe now she's given her stylist complete creative freedom. And now the stylist can do what she wants. Yeah, that's an actual fact. She hasn't changed the stylist. But everyone keeps on thinking she's changed the stylist. She hasn't.
I thought she did.
No.
Wow.
It's the same girl.
Wow.
It's the same girl. Everyone was looking amazing at the SPs. The WNBA players, the basketball players. Oh my God, they're coming through with the looks.
I'm loving this young generation. Of,
that
female
fashion red
basketball.
carpet.
Yeah.
If you've got time to just like check out those looks, you should sure go ahead. So yeah, I wonder what happened with the whole Serena thing, because the stylist has stayed the same. So
wow, shout out to Serena and her
of
team.
course, exactly. And your favorite guy that you keep on calling Colombian, but he's not Colombian. Do you call him Colombian?
Oh my gosh, no, I called him Dominican.
You call him Dominican?
Where is he from? Belize?
Belize. He was in Coleman Domingos. He was in Louis Vuitton.
He looked amazing.
And he looked freaking amazing. He literally came to shut down the whole entire show.
Though,
of course he doesn't.
Oof.
It's such a shame that we don't have like things like that here. We do have Sportswoman and Sportsman of the Year here in the UK. And it is a big thing, but I don't think it's big enough like in a fashion way. I think the Americans really focus more actually on the fashion because they obviously sports kids all day.
Look at the basketball players.
Of course, they looked amazing. But here it's there, but no one's really focusing on that. Everyone is just focusing, I guess, on the actual awards.
I mean, I guess football players here, like, off the field,
for sure. But then, I think there's only just a few that I invited there, because otherwise they would fill football players. All of them would fill up the whole entire hall.
That is true.
So I'm sure it's just like only a few, but I don't know if it's happened.
But I mean, like fashion wise, like are they like football players that are also kind of like fashion icons?
Of course, yeah. But they're not necessarily from the UK.
Okay.
Of course, for sure, but they're not necessarily like English players. But yeah, most of the footballers they're fashionistas.
Speaking of football, your country's bringing it home, huh?
Bringing it home, my ass.
You were chatting shit last week.
They always get to the finals.
Do they always get to the finals?
Always either the semi-finals or the finals. This is nothing new.
I know. So, last, what was it, 2 years?
So relax yourself. Let's see next week on next week's episode. And then we can talk.
Who beat them 2 years ago? Who did they
I don't know.
against?
I don't remember. All I know is that it never came home. And it didn't come home the year before that.
I ordered delivery yesterday, and they had the audacity to be like, "It's coming home." I said, "What?" I was like,
I think the final's today.
It's tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow? Oh, look at you knowing stuff.
Because my job.
Oh, of course.
They're like, oh, if the UK wins,
what will happen? You guys will have a day off?
No, we can start at 10 instead of 9. I said, what difference does that make?
That don't make no difference. That make no difference to that.
8 o'clock.
Of course, exactly. So the office is going to be empty on Monday.
Most likely.
Okay,
I was like,
cool.
I guess if I guess if it's a 10 start, nobody's coming. Even if they lose, nobody's coming.
Of course.
If they lose or win, nobody's coming into the
I'll
office.
eat up my words when it happens. I still don't think it's coming home.
Okay.
But until then, I'll keep on saying it's not coming home.
Shout out to them. Perseverance. Every year it's coming home. I'm here for it, because that means
they do persevere though. That's very true.
One of those years, it's
actually gonna come home.
Keep it up. I'm here for the coming
keeping up
home.
indeed. Yeah. Thank you for listening to us or watching us from wherever you are in the world. Make sure to like, subscribe, share with your peoples and anyone that you think would be interested. And of course, thank God for another year.
Yes. Birthday girl.
My name
is.
Oh God. My name is Dee.
I'm Lee.
And this has been Allow It.
Bye.